Kids and cadets, happy Tuesday. I hope you all had a great St. Patrick's Day. We went from green to orange. We got an all-wheel drive Husky here. Scrapper that delivers called this morning, said, I've got one for you. My truck's got trouble. Could you come to me? So I went to him, basically, is how it shook out. So I took the Honda CRV. This was on his trailer with the handle folded down. I put the handle back up. I just took the plug out just to check condition, see if this was a flood victim. There was a bunch of oil on the plug. And I think that could have been me, the Champion RC12YC. When I took it out of the CRV, I had it nose down. I didn't want to deadlift it. So let's look this thing over. I also bought a bicycle, a Pinky fat bottom beach cruiser, and a Troy built blower. So let's check out this orange turd. I gave 20 for this because the all-wheel drive seemed to be popular. I get a lot of action when I advertise these. This is a 2014. The first two digits of the serial number here are 14, corresponding to 2014 625EX 150cc. This is the Hilo Uniform 625 AWD all-wheel drive. Who's coming into town? I can't see behind the tree, but I can hear him. So you could see the fading in the plastic here. This thing's been outside. The tread wear doesn't look bad. All four treads look acceptable. No gas cap. We had rain over the weekend, so that may be an issue. I've got my turkey baster. We're going to see if this is all water or not. So I'll come over to the other side here and give you this jazz. This too. This has been Mickeyed. Somebody used the screw here. This is all tied up. Way too much tension on the safety brake cable. So I got to go through this. I've got it tied up here so we can mess with it. But this has got to be rectified. This about 6 washers down here, so I don't know what the deal is with this. They took up slack with a bunch of washers. So this ain't right. Maybe it's not the right cable for this machine. The product number 96145002200, 22-inch. Like I told you, the HU625 AWD. So maybe we'll just, do a quick look and see what's in the tank. I'm sure it's not good, and then we'll goose it to see if it kicks off after I put the wheels up. This thing is pounding manhole covers, and we have 100% water. There's not a lick of fuel down in there, straight H2O. So I have every, you can see all the water there that I dropped, water droplets. I have all the caps for these Briggs, the different styles. So I'll put another gas cap on it. Plus all the blown motors with no compression. I have all those used. Mowers to choose from. Just had another call from a scrapper. I returned his call, and I think he just called me here while I was chat with you guys. Okay, the oil's down below the low mark. What's the filter look like? Filter. Okay, so filter is oil saturated here all the way up. Basically, the top part is not saturated. So this thing could have been overfilled, or when I turned it nose down, it could have poured out of the carb and then filled the cylinder. I'm going to leave that off. That's going to suffocate our operation. So it's time for nitro. Push it past the choke, direct inject. I gave it a good goosey shot. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Get this thing off the ground because it's way, 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 way too low. Okay, last wheel, and then I'll pull on it. Then I'll show you the other crap that I got. 1, 2. Plugs on. I can get a little whiff of that nitro. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So as of yet, this $20 machine is not cooperating. Okay, felt something there. Maybe it's so overcome with water. It just kicked off briefly. Might just have to physically remove the carburetor. Yeah, it just semi kicked off. So I got to go through this. Let's just see if the plug's picking up anything. And I'll show you the Troy-Bilt TB430 2-cycle handheld blower. So orange is not good for me. Okay, so that makes a difference. We have a closed gap here. I think it's oil or water. Yeah, it's water. There's water in the cylinder. It's filling my gap here. So if it's doing that, we don't have Sparky. Let me clean it off one more time with some compressed air, put it in, and the bowl must be filled to the gills with water. It's pulling in water as I'm trying to use nitro. But I think we're going to be okay. There was a couple times there where the nitro overcame the water and I could feel a little compression. Not much, but it was there. a combustion, not compression. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, that was a healthy squirt. Yeah, a little bit better, so it kicked off there. So my $20 investment was okay so far. So that's that. Didn't really notice that it was missing the primer bulb. I kind of just glanced at it. I put my compression gauge on it. We got 120 psi. So I'll continue on with this. I may even have these style carbs in stock. I just might put another one on. So this was at a pawn shop, available 11/14/2021, which means somebody pawned it off. They had till this date to pay up, or the pawn shop keeps the item. And there's the transaction number. Troy built blower, blah 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 blah, TB 430. So I think I can do something with this. Missing a, looks like the return line here, which would have been on this bulb part of it. So that's that. Then I got this fat bottom bike. I paid $5 for this and $5 for the blower. So this is a 26-inch Charleston. So the back tire was off, but the rim and the tire were off, but they were there. I put my own tube in it, put it all back together, greased up the rear wheel. That's where I'm at. It had no front rim, so I went to my parts section, found an aluminum rim that I think will work. Spray painted the hub black. Found another rim, but this one's locked up. So I may use this tire, take the tire off and use that one. This one here I think's a little too aggressive for a front. I don't have any white walls, so that's where I'm at on this. $5. I was messing with this. I haven't messed with bikes in a long time, so I took a break. Other thing is the steering handle here handlebars were loose. This was not tight, so I tightened that up, fixed all that up. Took these bearings out, washed them in gas, repacked them, and put them back on. So that was my little project. Here's the second 26-inch tires. I buy them in pairs, and they give you two little doodads to get the tire on, but I just do it by hand. These tires go on the rims pretty easy. So that was my $30 deal today. 20 on Big Orange, 5 and 5 for this Charleston 26-inch beach cruiser. The last Pinky I had sold pretty quick, so I'm going to keep plowing ahead on this deal. The BCA company. Don't know them, but it's made in China. No, assembled in USA. My mistake. Wow. With global components. So that's all I got. BCA bicycle cruiser meets all applicable regulations. Fat bottom seat. Okay, this will be Wednesday's project. I'll tear this thing down. Probably wash it off right now. Get rid of all the dirt here and oil. You can see this side of it's been pouring oil out of the carb. So I got to clean that up. Not a bad looking machine. It'll sell quick. I appreciate you guys coming out Tuesday, the day after. It's Orange Day. Day after St. Patrick's. Appreciate it. Have a nice day. Tip your wait staff. Adios, amigos.